The reading today is from Acts chapter 2 and the beginning at verse 22. It's quite a sizable chunk. So here we go. This is Peter on the day of Pentecost. Men of Israel, listen to this. Jesus of Nazareth was a man accredited by God to you by miracles, wonders and signs, which God did among you through him, as you yourselves know. This man was handed over to you by God's set purpose and foreknowledge. And you, with the help of wicked men, put him to death by nailing him to the cross. But God raised him from the dead, freeing him from the agony of death, because it was impossible for death to keep its hold on him. David said about him, I saw the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will live in hope, because you will not abandon me to the grave, nor will you let your Holy One see decay. You have made known to me the paths of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence. And Peter goes on, brothers, I can tell you confidently that the patriarch David died and was buried, and his tomb is here to this day. But he was a prophet and knew that God had promised him on oath that he would place one of his descendants on his throne. Seeing what was ahead, he spoke of the resurrection of the Christ, that he was not abandoned to the grave, nor did his body see decay. God has raised this Jesus to life, and we are all witnesses of the fact. So Peter is putting it straight to all those Jews who were gathered in Jerusalem for the Feast of Pentecost, saying you knew about Jesus, you conspired with the Roman authorities and had him killed, but God raised him from the dead. And then this is the remarkable thing to me about this passage. Peter quotes David writing in Psalm 16. And I don't know about you, I readily think of David as a shepherd boy, as a warrior king, as a poet, a psalmist, but not readily as a prophet. And yet here he is looking down the ages, something like 1,000 years ahead of the events that Peter's referring to, and saying God would not let his Holy One see decay. Who can that Holy One possibly be? Well, I think it must be Jesus. And so did Peter. He was the one king in the line of succession of kings after David in Israel, the one who would burst through the barrier of death, the one who would rise from the dead, the one who would ascend to be with the Father, and then Father and Son would commission and send the Holy Spirit to come to the earth in the place of Jesus and with a wider ministry to fill and to overflow the life of every follower of Jesus. And that, my dear friends, is good news. Have a great day.